Hello, good night. My name is Edin Namuyai, a final year student, study Bachelor of Information Technology, Southern Coast University, ITSU campus, Port Moresby. I'm here to present to you about the assignment that I have done so far, Frog 2002, assignment number 2. Alright, let's begin with the presentation. Alright, today I will demonstrate by my assignment 2 project, the Hope Foundation Charity Events Management website. This dynamic website connects charitable organizations with potential participants through an intuitive web platform. I'll show you the database design, RESTful API architecture, and the fully functional client-side website that consumes these APIs. So let's begin. First of all, it's about database and API architecture. Okay, here is the schema, database schema that I have been demonstrated via control host, local host, jump. Okay, there is the admin dashboard here. The admin dashboard. Here is the Jarity DB database. Under Jarity DB database, there is a tables which is categories, events, organizations, and registration. These are the tables for the website, the database. Right, that's phpMyAdmin. Okay, let's continue. The database follows relational design principles. The event table connects to categories and organizations through foreign keys, ensuring data integrity. I have populated it with 12 diverse charity events, including fun runs, gala dinners, and concerts. This normalized structure eliminates redundancy and makes inquiry efficiency. Anyways, 1.2 API endpoints for the browser of Postman. Here is the testing homepage API. There's a localhost here. I can copy this and try to run it via browser, and if it is work, then right. Then I go to browser, it is Google, right? Yeah. Link http localhost, and here it goes. It's working. I can navigate from homepage to search events, details, even details, contact, etc. Okay, details, contact. Anyways, let's continue. Right, all APIs follows RESTful principles. They use get method for the data retrieval. They return JSON format and include proper error handling. These get methods and return.json files are from the module 1, module 2. I put some ideas from there and I just implement this later. Alright, the sets endpoint is particularly important. It accepts multiple query parameters and constructs dynamic SQL queries to filter events. Notice how the API responses contain all necessary data, even details, categories, names, and organization information are shipped through database and join operations. Okay, the data flow and integrations. the client server communication. Okay, here is the code editor that I have been used this yes, Visual Code, Visual Code for HTML files that have been created is here. Code that's index.html. Here is the code for homepage index.html. There is the code for it. Anyways, by the way, I was combining the two files in one HTML file. Like I didn't separate the CSS from HTML. Sorry for that, but there's a limited time for me because I have lots to do with the project, information project BM. Yeah, that's why it's consuming lots of my time. That's why I didn't even separate the HTML from CSS here. I just combine everything in here and submit the work. The HTML file, even db.js here, content.html, sets.html, those are HTML files here, servers.html too. Right, let's continue. Okay, the data flow follows this pattern. First, the client sends an HTTP GET request to the server API endpoint. Second, the Express server receives the request and queries the MySQL database. Third, the database returns result to the server. Fourth, the server formats the data as .json and send it back. Finally, JavaScript receives the JSON, queries it, and uses DOM manipulation to dynamically under HTML elements. This separation of functions makes the applications maintainable and scalable. Right, for 2.2 server-side codings, okay, I'm going to show the server.js HTML file. I mean, yeah, the file via and even db.js in the code editor as well for Visual Studio. Here, as I said earlier, here is the server.js file. Here, right? And what is this? Before I forgot, uh, even db.js. Even db.js is here. It's a file. It's a database here that I've been done in Visual Studio. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, the server-side architecture uses Node.js with Express framework. From this side, from Node.js and Express, also I've been uh, reading the notes from Model 1, Model 2 as well, and I got some lots of ideas there, and then I use use this Node.js and Express. Okay, framework. Okay, Express handles routing and HTTP request response cycle. The event db.js module encapsulates all database logic following the separations of functions principle. This modular approach makes testing easier and allows database changes without affecting API rules. This is all about the server-side architecture. Anyways, for website functionality demo, here is the home page. We can taste this host. The host is the HTTP. For the local host, we can try this link if it is breaking. Okay, copy home page. The browser. Yeah, yeah, and it's so this working well. Okay. Dynamically load from the database. Yes, exactly what it's happening here. From homepage, you can you can view lots of like community art workshop, community fair, and market. There's a lot of activities here. You can view all the details by clicking at the bottom. You want to view lots of information about the specific events. You can click view details, and then you're gonna see lots of information about the specific uh, events. Like there's a price and registration and everything is under like specific or the common event. Anyways, there's a lot of here you can view. Okay, page view. Okay, the homepage greets user with the organizational missions and display all upcoming charity events. As shown in here, it's there's a welcome message here. So come, let's make a difference together. And then there's a mission, a vision, and contact page as well as everything on here from contact page. Here, display here. Okay, set functionality. For the set functionality, it's from the sets page, sets event here. You can by looking at the page, it's here is a date. You can select date, any date you can book, or you can search for the event and you can book for the, yeah, it's here. You can set location is here, event date is here. Remember, if it is come to like either when you select those events categories here and you set it might giving you the result. If you select a date here, if you select a date, for example, first, and then Sydney, and you want uh, select those event categories here, it won't be showing any results. Okay, let's try without selecting those events. See here, no events match your search criteria. That means there is no uh, event selected here. So when you want to apply for the event, then you can select from here and then you can search. Okay, and it goes the search page showcase advanced filtering capabilities. Users can search by date, locations, and multiple categories simultaneously. Notice how categories load automatically from the database. When I click search, the JavaScript sends those criteria to the API, which construct a dynamic SQL query. So forth and so on here. Right, for the event details. Okay, from the event details is here on the home page. Yeah, you can click home page and then event details. Okay, it's here. You can uh, as I have said earlier, you can click, for example, for community and fair and market, you can view details, and it takes you to here, and you can see there's a fundraising progress, and then there's a price here. You can register now, you can book now. It's here. Yeah, as well as there's a lot of things here. You can click view details for more information. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Okay. Uh, when when a user click an event, they see comprehensive details. The page retrieves data from the event details API endpoint using the event ID. Event ID is in the database. Yeah, it will retrieve the data and it's gonna be selecting the ID from the database and then yeah for the specific events. Notice that the fundraising progress bar showing gold versus rise amount, etc. The visualization, the duality success. The registration button shows a model indicating the feature is under construction as specified for assessment 2. Enhancement 3, this will be becoming a functional illustration system. And yes, finally, to summarize everything, uh, in summary, this project demonstrates full stack web development skills. I designed a normalized database schema with a proper relationships. I built RESTful APIs that efficiently retrieve and filter data. I created a responsive, user-friendly website that dynamically consumes these APIs. The applications addresses real-world problems faced by charitable organizations. Key technologies used include MySQL for data storage, Node.js, and Express for the server, and vanilla JavaScript with your manipulations for the client. All assessment requirements have been met, including multiple pages, dynamic data loading, search functionality, and proper handling errors. The modular architecture positions the applications well for the future enhancements in Aspen 3. I think that's all, and thank you for presenting. Yeah. Mm, Thank you.